Hello and welcome back to Silvercare Daily, your go-to channel for everything related to senior health and keeping your brain sharp as you age. Whether you're here for yourself or a loved one, you've landed in the right place to learn how to protect your memory and live a vibrant, healthy life. Now, let me share a shocking fact with you. Nearly 6 million Americans are currently living with Alzheimer's disease, and the numbers are expected to double by the year 2050. Imagine that, 1 in every 10 seniors could face this devastating condition. Alzheimer's isn't just about forgetting where you put your keys. It's a serious disease that robs people of their memories, independence, and ultimately their identity. But here's the surprising truth: your daily choices, especially the foods you eat, can either protect your brain or put it at greater risk. Scientists have uncovered that certain common foods could actually increase your chances of developing Alzheimer's and other forms of dementia. Before we jump into the list of the top 10 foods you need to watch out for, I want to remind you to hit the like button, share this video with your family and friends, and subscribe to Silvercare Daily. That way, you won't miss any of our weekly tips to keep your brain and body healthy. Some of these foods might be hiding in your kitchen pantry or even in your favorite meals, so it's crucial to know what to avoid. The good news? By making small changes to your diet, you can make a huge difference in preserving your memory and cognitive function. So, if you're ready to take control of your brain health and reduce the risk of Alzheimer's and dementia, grab a pen and paper, and let's dive in. Number 10. Soda and sugary drinks. Soda and sugary drinks are everywhere, from vending machines to restaurants, and many of us reach for them without a second thought. But what if I told you that these sweetened beverages might be quietly damaging your brain? These drinks are loaded with high amounts of fructose and refined sugars, which not only affect your waistline but also have a direct, harmful impact on your brain's ability to function properly. When you consume sugary drinks frequently, the excess fructose causes your body and brain to develop insulin resistance. Insulin is crucial because it helps your brain cells absorb glucose, their primary source of energy. Without proper insulin signaling, brain cells begin to malfunction, leading to difficulties with learning, memory retention, and cognitive processing. This brain insulin resistance is increasingly recognized as a major contributor to Alzheimer's disease, sometimes even referred to as type 3 diabetes because of how closely linked it is to the development of dementia. In fact, a study reported by the Alzheimer's Association found that individuals who consume sugary beverages daily face up to a 30% higher risk of developing Alzheimer's and other forms of dementia compared to those who rarely drink them. That's a staggering statistic when you consider how common soda consumption is, especially among older adults who may already be at higher risk. Imagine this. Every time you reach for that cold soda to get a quick energy boost, you might actually be impairing your brain's ability to store and recall memories later on. The constant spikes and crashes in blood sugar trigger chronic inflammation, which is a key driver in the buildup of beta-amyloid plaques, toxic proteins that are a hallmark of Alzheimer's disease. Here's a question for you. How often do you find yourself reaching for sugary drinks during your day? Could swapping those sodas for water, herbal teas, or infused water with lemon and cucumber help protect your brain in the long run? Even small changes, like reducing sugary drinks and choosing healthier alternatives, can make a significant difference. Protecting your brain starts with the choices you make daily, and cutting back on soda is an easy, powerful step toward keeping your memory sharp and your mind clear for years to come. Number 9. Ultra-processed foods. Ultra-processed foods have become a staple for many people because they're quick, easy, and often affordable. However, convenience comes at a cost, especially when it comes to your brain health. These foods include packaged snacks, instant noodles, frozen fast food, and ready-to-eat meals. They are typically filled with preservatives, artificial additives, flavor enhancers, and low-quality oils like hydrogenated fats and trans fats. While these ingredients help preserve shelf life and enhance taste, they can cause chronic inflammation in your body. Chronic inflammation is a silent but powerful enemy that contributes significantly to cognitive decline and is a major factor in Alzheimer's disease. When inflammation becomes chronic, it harms brain cells, disrupts communication between neurons, and accelerates the buildup of harmful proteins associated with dementia. This inflammation can slowly but surely erode memory and thinking skills over time. Research published in the Lancet Neurology in 2019 confirmed a strong connection between diets high in ultra-processed foods and an increased risk of dementia. The study revealed that people who regularly consume these foods are more likely to experience cognitive impairment and faster memory decline. This highlights how everyday food choices can have long-term effects on brain health, especially for seniors who are already vulnerable. If you pick up a packaged product and see an ingredient list that looks like a chemistry experiment, full of chemicals and words you can't pronounce, it's a good sign that the food may be doing more harm than good. These artificial substances don't just affect your physical health, they also have the potential to damage your brain cells and speed up mental decline. How often do you find yourself grabbing a quick packaged snack or a frozen meal when life gets hectic? What if you replaced some of those choices with simple, natural options like fresh fruits, nuts, or homemade dishes? Even small changes can significantly reduce inflammation and help maintain your memory and mental sharpness. By prioritizing whole, minimally processed foods and cutting back on ultra-processed products, you're giving your brain the best chance to stay healthy and resilient. Remember, the food you eat today can shape how well your mind functions tomorrow and protect you from the risk of Alzheimer's disease. Number 8. Deep-fried foods. Deep-fried foods, think crispy fried chicken, golden French fries, donuts, and other crunchy favorites, are undeniably delicious and tempting, but they carry hidden dangers for your brain health that are often overlooked. These foods are typically loaded with trans fats, a type of fat known to increase bad cholesterol levels and promote systemic inflammation throughout the body. But what makes them even more harmful is the presence of advanced glycation end products, or ALZHEIME'S, which are toxic compounds formed when food is cooked at high temperatures, especially during frying. ALZHEIME'S are particularly damaging because they cause oxidative stress, a process where free radicals attack and damage brain cells, much like how rust corrodes metal over time. Alongside oxidative stress, ALZHEIME'S trigger chronic inflammation, a persistent immune response that harms brain tissue and disrupts the delicate communication between neurons. Together, oxidative stress and inflammation are key drivers behind cognitive decline and the development of Alzheimer's disease. A comprehensive study published in the Journal of Alzheimer's Disease revealed that people consuming high amounts of trans fats and fried foods have a significantly increased risk of developing Alzheimer's and other dementias. This highlights a critical link between dietary habits and brain health, especially as we grow older and our brains become more vulnerable. While that irresistible crunch may give you momentary pleasure, it comes at the cost of your long-term cognitive function. Regularly eating deep-fried foods exposes your brain to these harmful fats and compounds, accelerating memory loss and impairing mental sharpness over time. Luckily, there are simple and delicious alternatives. Baking, grilling, steaming, or air frying your favorite foods can dramatically reduce AGE formation and preserve essential nutrients that support brain health. For example, swapping traditional fries for oven-baked sweet potato fries or choosing grilled chicken instead of fried can be both satisfying and beneficial. For example, swapping traditional fries for oven-baked sweet potato fries or choosing grilled chicken instead of fried can be both satisfying and beneficial. Protecting your brain means investing in your future quality of life. By cutting back on deep-fried foods and embracing healthier cooking methods, you're giving yourself the best chance to maintain a sharp mind, strong memory, and independence well into your golden years. Number 7. Processed meats. Processed meats like bacon, sausages, deli meats, and canned meats have become staples in many diets due to their convenience and bold flavors. However, these tasty options come with hidden dangers that could quietly harm your brain health over time. The main concern lies in the chemical preservatives used, nitrates and nitrites, which are added to processed meats to preserve color and prevent bacterial growth. While these chemicals help keep meat looking fresh and safe, they can have harmful effects once they enter your body. Inside the digestive system, nitrates and nitrites can convert into harmful compounds called nitrosamines. Nitrosamines are powerful agents that cause oxidative stress, a process where harmful free radicals attack and damage brain cells. This oxidative stress is a leading cause of inflammation and brain cell deterioration, both of which are strongly linked to cognitive decline, memory loss, and the development of Alzheimer's disease. A landmark 2022 study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that individuals who frequently consume processed meats tend to experience faster cognitive decline and have a significantly higher risk of developing dementia compared to those who rarely eat these foods. The research shows that the impact of processed meat on brain health is not just theoretical but real and measurable. Similarly, the famous Nurses' Health Study, which followed thousands of women over more than 2 decades, revealed a clear connection between regular processed meat consumption and memory problems later in life. This large-scale, long-term study provides compelling evidence that dietary choices play a critical role in brain aging. That savory slice of bacon or sausage you enjoy might feel like a quick pleasure today, but it could be slowly eroding your memory and cognitive function over time, one bite at a time. Consider how often processed meats feature in your meals. Could you replace them with healthier protein alternatives like grilled chicken, fresh fish, tofu, or legumes? These options reduce your intake of harmful preservatives and provide brain-boosting nutrients such as omega-3 fatty acids, antioxidants, and vitamins that support neural health. By making these thoughtful substitutions, you are actively protecting your brain from the damaging effects of harmful chemicals and giving yourself a better chance to maintain sharp mental clarity, strong memory, and overall cognitive health well into your senior years. Number 6. Sweets and industrial candies. Sweets and industrial candies are everywhere, from convenience stores to movie theaters, tempting us with their bright colors and irresistible flavors. While an occasional treat is perfectly fine, frequent consumption of these sugary snacks can cause serious harm to your brain health over time. The high amounts of sugar in these products cause rapid spikes in blood glucose levels, which forces your pancreas to release large amounts of insulin. This constant cycle of sugar highs and crashes not only stresses your body but also disrupts the delicate functioning of neurons in your brain. When blood sugar levels fluctuate dramatically, neurons, the brain cells responsible for processing memory and cognition, become impaired. This leads to chronic inflammation and oxidative stress in the brain, both of which are strongly linked to accelerated cognitive decline and neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's. Moreover, excess sugar intake plays a crucial role in the accumulation of beta-amyloid plaques in the brain. Beta-amyloid is a sticky protein fragment that clumps together between neurons, disrupting communication and leading to the loss of brain cells. This plaque buildup is one of the primary pathological features of Alzheimer's disease, contributing directly to memory loss and decreased mental function. In fact, A 2021 study published in the Alzheimer's and Dementia Journal reported that individuals consuming higher amounts of added sugars had a 20% greater risk of developing Alzheimer's disease compared to those with lower sugar consumption. This compelling data makes it clear that controlling sugar intake is essential not just for physical health but for preserving brain function as well. Think about your own habits. How often do you grab a candy bar, sugary soda, or packaged sweet snack during the day? Could these small indulgences be gradually impairing your brain's ability to remember, learn, and think clearly? Enjoying a piece of chocolate or a sweet treat occasionally can be a comforting part of life, but a frequent sweet tooth can come at a significant cost to your brain health. To satisfy cravings without risking cognitive damage, consider swapping industrial candies for healthier, natural options like fresh fruits, nuts, or dark chocolate with high cocoa content. These alternatives provide beneficial antioxidants and nutrients that actually support brain function. Taking control of your sugar intake isn't just about managing your weight, it's a critical step in protecting your memory and cognitive abilities as you age. Reducing sugary snacks and sweets helps lower inflammation, prevents harmful beta-amyloid buildup, and supports long-term brain health, giving you a sharper mind and better quality of life in the years to come. Number 5. White bread and refined carbs. White bread, white rice, pasta made from refined flour, and processed crackers are common comfort foods that many people rely on daily. Their soft texture and mild flavor make them easy to pair with countless dishes. However, beneath their familiar appeal lies a hidden danger to your brain health, especially as you age. These refined carbohydrates are rapidly digested and absorbed into the bloodstream, causing a sharp spike in blood sugar levels. This sudden increase triggers a strong insulin response aimed at lowering blood sugar, but repeated spikes and crashes over time lead to chronic inflammation and oxidative stress in the body. The brain's hippocampus, the region critical for forming new memories and learning, is particularly vulnerable to these damaging processes. Scientific studies have linked diets high in refined carbs to accelerated cognitive decline. For instance, a 2019 study published in the respected neurology journal followed older adults and found that those consuming the highest amounts of refined carbohydrates experienced faster decline in memory and thinking skills than those eating lower amounts. The study highlights how these everyday, seemingly harmless foods may actually be contributing to memory loss and mental fog in millions of people worldwide. Think about your own diet. How often do you consume white bread, white rice, or pasta made from refined flour? Is it possible these foods are silently undermining your brain's ability to retain information or think clearly? Even public figures known for their healthy lifestyle have recognized the importance of limiting refined carbs. Former U.S. President Barack Obama, for example, reportedly cut back on refined carbohydrates to boost his mental clarity and physical health during his presidency. His choice reflects growing awareness that diet plays a powerful role not just in physical well-being but also in maintaining sharp cognitive function. The good news is that simple dietary swaps can make a big difference. Choosing whole grain alternatives like brown rice, whole wheat bread, and whole grain pasta helps slow down digestion and glucose absorption. These foods deliver steady energy without causing damaging sugar spikes. They're also rich in fiber, vitamins, and antioxidants that protect brain cells from inflammation and oxidative damage. So, next time you reach for that soft slice of white bread or a plate of white pasta, remember, these everyday comfort foods may seem harmless, but they're quietly sabotaging your brain power. Making the switch to whole grains can protect your memory and help keep your mind sharp as you age. Number 4. Artificial trans fats. Artificial trans fats, commonly found in margarine, frostings, packaged baked goods, and many fast food items, have long been favored by food manufacturers for their ability to improve texture, extend shelf life, and make products like cakes and pastries fluffier and more appealing. However, despite these appealing qualities, trans fats pose a serious and often overlooked threat to brain health, particularly when it comes to memory and cognitive decline in older adults. These harmful fats interfere with healthy blood flow by contributing to the buildup of plaque in arteries, including the tiny blood vessels that nourish the brain. When these vessels become clogged or damaged, the brain is starved of essential oxygen and nutrients, which leads to inflammation and cellular damage. Over time, this results in shrinkage of vital brain regions such as the hippocampus, the center responsible for memory formation and learning. The impact of trans fats on brain health is well documented in scientific research. A landmark study published in the New England Journal of Medicine tracked cognitive function in older adults over several years and found that higher consumption of trans fats was linked to significantly faster cognitive decline and a higher risk of developing dementia and Alzheimer's disease. Even small amounts of trans fats were enough to accelerate brain aging, causing memory loss, confusion, and difficulty focusing. Ask yourself, how often do you eat foods like packaged cookies, margarine-spread toast, or frosted cakes? Are these tasty snacks a regular part of your diet? If so, they could be quietly damaging your brain's ability to think clearly and remember effectively. In response to mounting evidence, many countries have taken steps to ban or limit artificial trans fats in food products. Yet despite these efforts, trans fats remain present in some processed foods, especially in regions where regulation is less strict. This makes it crucial to become a vigilant label reader and choose products that are free from trans fats. It may make your cake fluffier, but it's clogging the very vessels that feed your brain. Instead of reaching for foods loaded with trans fats, opt for healthier fats found in olive oil, avocados, nuts, and seeds. These fats support good circulation, reduce inflammation, and promote long-lasting brain health. Taking simple actions like cutting out artificial trans fats can make a huge difference in maintaining your memory and protecting yourself from the risk of dementia as you age. Your brain will thank you for it. Number 3. Alcohol, excessive use. Many people enjoy an occasional glass of wine or a cocktail to unwind, socialize, or celebrate. But when alcohol consumption becomes excessive or habitual, it poses a serious threat to brain health, especially for older adults who are more vulnerable to memory decline and cognitive issues. Over time, heavy drinking leads to brain shrinkage, damages neurons, and significantly accelerates memory loss, with some of the worst effects occurring in the hippocampus, the brain's vital center for memory formation and learning. Alcohol is a neurotoxin, meaning it damages nerve cells and disrupts communication between brain regions. It also triggers chronic inflammation, which impairs cognitive processes like attention, decision-making, and recall. The consequences aren't short-lived. Prolonged alcohol abuse causes lasting brain changes that can result in permanent cognitive decline and an increased risk of dementia, including Alzheimer's disease. A comprehensive review from the National Institute on Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism, NIAAA, shows that chronic heavy drinking causes marked reduction in brain volume, especially in areas related to memory and executive functions. This shrinkage corresponds with difficulties in everyday tasks such as remembering appointments, processing new information, or problem-solving, symptoms that deeply affect quality of life. Consider your own experience. Have you ever noticed moments of forgetfulness or mental fog after nights of drinking? What might happen if those episodes repeat frequently over months or years? Could this habit be quietly damaging your brain's ability to stay sharp? Public figures have spoken openly about the dangers of alcohol on brain health. Actor Robert Downey Jr., for example, has shared how his struggles with addiction clouded his mental clarity and how recovery helped restore not only his career but also his cognitive well-being. His story serves as a powerful reminder that alcohol's effects on the brain are profound, but recovery and healthier choices are possible. Remember, an occasional glass of wine might help you relax, but over time, it could erase the memories you hold dear. Practicing moderation or choosing alcohol-free days can protect your brain from damage and lower your risk of dementia. If you or a loved one struggles with controlling alcohol intake, seeking support early is crucial, not only for physical health but also to safeguard memory and cognitive function as you age. Number 2. Artificial sweeteners, especially aspartame. Many people turn to artificial sweeteners like aspartame, sucralose, and saccharin as a way to reduce sugar and calorie intake. These sweeteners are found in diet sodas, sugar-free gums, low-calorie snacks, and countless light or zero-calorie products marketed as healthier choices. However, a growing body of research suggests that these artificial sweeteners may negatively affect brain health, especially with long-term or heavy consumption. Aspartame, in particular, disrupts the function of neurotransmitters, the essential chemical messengers that regulate mood, memory, learning, and overall cognitive function. When these messengers are disturbed, it can lead to increased anxiety, mood swings, and a gradual decline in cognitive abilities. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that older adults who regularly consumed diet beverages containing aspartame performed worse on memory tests and had a significantly higher risk of stroke and dementia compared to those who did not. This alarming finding raises important concerns about the safety of artificial sweeteners for aging brains. Think about how often you reach for a sugar-free or diet product, assuming it's a healthier option. Do you check if aspartame is listed among the ingredients? Could these products be quietly disrupting your brain chemistry without you even realizing it? Beyond neurotransmitter disruption, aspartame may increase oxidative stress and inflammation in brain tissues, two key processes linked to Alzheimer's disease and other forms of dementia. Over time, this can accelerate neuron damage, leading to faster memory loss and cognitive decline. Health experts and neurologists now recommend limiting the intake of artificial sweeteners. Instead, consider natural alternatives such as raw honey, pure maple syrup, or fresh fruit. Even better, try to reduce your overall preference for sweet tastes. Your brain will thank you for making these choices. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking, I'm avoiding sugar, so I'm making a healthy choice, but remember, you think you're avoiding sugar to be healthy, but you might be feeding your brain something even worse. What you eat influences not only your body but also how your brain functions and ages. So next time you reach for a diet soda or sugar-free snack, pause and ask yourself, am I really protecting my brain, or could this be contributing to memory problems and cognitive decline in the future? Making informed decisions about artificial sweeteners is one of the most important steps you can take to preserve your memory and reduce your risk of dementia. Number 1. Refined sugar. Refined sugar takes the top spot for a reason. It's often referred to by neurologists as Alzheimer's favorite fuel. While sugar may give us quick energy or a short-lived emotional lift, the long-term damage it causes to the brain is far from sweet. When you regularly consume refined sugar, whether from soft drinks, pastries, cereals, or processed snacks, your blood sugar levels spike rapidly. Over time, this repeated spike and crash cycle leads to insulin resistance, not only in the body but also in the brain. And here's where it becomes deeply concerning. The brain needs insulin to help neurons absorb glucose, which fuels all thinking, learning, and memory functions. When the brain becomes insulin resistant, it essentially starves, despite being surrounded by sugar. This metabolic breakdown impairs synaptic communication, the vital connections between neurons that allow information to pass and memories to form. Without healthy synapses, your ability to think clearly, store memories, and learn new things begins to fade. It's not just about getting older, it's about what you're feeding your brain every single day. A long-term study conducted by researchers at UC San Francisco followed thousands of adults over 2 decades and found that those who consumed high amounts of added sugars were twice as likely to develop dementia, including Alzheimer's. This isn't just about sweets, it's about how the modern diet is quietly sabotaging brain health. Let me ask you this, have you ever checked how much sugar you actually consume in a day? Not just in desserts, but in sauces, breads, even healthy granola bars? Could some of these so-called harmless foods be silently eroding your memory? You've probably heard that sugar causes diabetes, but here's what's less often said. Sugar doesn't just cause diabetes, it quietly eats away at your memories, one bite at a time. And for older adults, the stakes are even higher. As we age, the brain becomes more sensitive to inflammation and oxidative stress, both of which are triggered by excessive sugar. That brain fog you sometimes feel? That forgetfulness? It may not be just aging. It may be sugar's invisible fingerprint. The good news is, it's never too late to make changes. Reducing refined sugar, choosing whole fruits instead of fruit juices, reading food labels, and being more aware of hidden sugars in processed foods can significantly improve not just your body's health, but your brain's ability to stay sharp, focused, and resilient. So the next time you're tempted by something sweet, ask yourself, is this helping your brain or slowly working against it? Thank you so much for sticking with us until the end. Now that you're aware of the top 10 foods that can increase your risk of Alzheimer's and seriously affect your memory, it's time to take control of your brain health. Remember, every small change you make today, whether it's cutting back on sugar or avoiding processed snacks, can have a huge impact on your cognitive well-being down the road. Protecting your brain is a lifelong journey, and the good news is that it's never too late to start. By making smarter food choices and staying informed, you're giving yourself the best chance to slow down or even prevent the progression of dementia and memory loss. If this video helped you, please hit that like button. It really supports our channel and helps us reach more people who need this vital information. Sharing this video with your family and friends can make a difference in their lives, too, especially if they're concerned about Alzheimer's or dementia. Don't forget to subscribe to Silvercare Daily and click the notification bell so you never miss a video filled with expert advice, practical tips, and the latest research to help you age healthier and keep your mind sharp. We'd love to hear from you. What foods are you cutting out from your diet? Or do you have your own favorite brain-boosting meals to share? Drop your thoughts, questions, or success stories in the comments below. Let's build a supportive community where we can all learn and grow together. Together, we can fight back against Alzheimer's, protect our memories, and enjoy a vibrant, fulfilling life well into our golden years. Thanks again for watching, take care of yourself, and we'll see you in the next video.